We survived outside off from the music. Turn his TV off. Ain't with my type activities, but don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many shit I seen? Send them off. Take a risk and take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and them teammates for the get back. This revolution.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Shuck. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He'll swing this out to Blue. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
20! And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kevontae Turpin, 42 yards. And the Cowboys will strike first here in this wild card matchup. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
To throw is Shuck. Downfield, and he's got Olave. Down the left sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Chris Olave, 73 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Taken down by Pete Werner.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
47.
Now Prescott. Short throw to Smith. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. Now Prescott on 4th down. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to Blue. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 21, here's the 2nd down and 9. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Here's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb from 21 yards away. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Aubrey good with the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. 14,
Saints 7. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It gets this complete to Shaheed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
A gain of 19 yards.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
They suspected it was a power play at the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
2nd down and 8. Throwing, Chuck. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Here's Shuck. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. Groupie able to add the PAT. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Looking to throw. Prescott. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Prescott now. Pickens is there on the crossing route. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Now Prescott. Short throw to Smith. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. To throw is Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Prescott yet again. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Play action now. Prescott. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
A gain of 3 yards.
4th down, Prescott. That is caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Prescott to throw it. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Wide open receiver complete. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
An 8-yard gain.
Throwing, Prescott. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th.
First down. First down and goal to go.
Blue will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Saints 14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw now, Shuck. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Donovan Ezeraku. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Shuck now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Matthew Hayball on to punt. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. This is fielded at the 27. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 71-yard punt return. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey now for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. The point after, good by Groupie. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Finding total here over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28. They'll throw again. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun, here's Shuck. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards at a first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Touchdown, New Orleans! A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Saints 28.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Now Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 42 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think the key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Look to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Prescott. It's caught. Tolbert. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10.
Second and 10. At the 31-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Prescott. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
And they'll accept that penalty. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. And this ball will come out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Then we're going to 53. Here we go, 46, 46, 46.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Brian Brzee coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
No.
Prescott from the gun on third. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. 2nd and 7. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They have 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
19 Tiger.
To throw is Shuck. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and goal.
Now Shuck. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. A point after, good by Groupie. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Prescott. He's got this to Pickens. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 36 yards on the play.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll run. This is Blue. And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To throw is Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Aubrey
good with a PAT.
And that gives him a 3-point lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this wild card game has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the fourth, with obviously a very critical drive forthcoming as they start with a first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
From the gun, Shuck.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Throwing, Shuck. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one.
They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck.
They've got his man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Saints use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Cooper able to add the PAT.
And that will make this a 4-point game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Prescott now.
That's going to be caught by Pickens.
I'll give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hoping he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the first down.
They go with Blue between the tackles. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 36.
They'll try and run again with Blue. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott to throw it.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
One score down, here we go.
complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Pickens, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Saints 49.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Here's 2nd down. Here's Shuck. Pass complete to Robinson.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense, very happy with what you're doing.
Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6.
He'll look to throw. That is caught. Down the sideline he goes. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line.
What a time to come up with a play like that. They're now in field goal range. But the opportunity is also there to try and win the game outright.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Robinson up the middle.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure it's enough time to continue to do that.
Back to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 20-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46, 46. Yeah, 26. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, wide in. Here we go, go to 54, wide in. 26.
Now Prescott.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Jonas Sanker.
And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
And the Saints season will march on as we say thanks for watching and so long.
Yeah. Ran the money up to a whole nother level. Hustle, I don't know no better. When I got richer, these got bro, call me slow, 6 racks on a sweater. My think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spent 60 racks on the camouflage bells. Duke diamonds on me, I'm a blue devil. 220 on me, Hessel and Gretel. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pleasure. I used to want to imp, now I got self. If it's about money, then you know it's whatever. If it's about money, then you know I'm on it. These be hating on glitz, I don't it. Can't take my chain, I ain't nothing like homie. South Middle Spanish red, most want it. Hold up, let me switch the flow. Just like a breaker, yeah, I'm addicted to dope. This a cold word, yeah, keep a in my coat. Money hungry, yeah, tryna give me some more. Don't I pack, this ain't, I'm talking down on glitz, I like he ain't the go. If you don't agree, ask the streets and yeah. This 5 air, you already know. Already know how it go. Already know I got on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Freshest on the globe. Got tryna snatch out my soul. Running back pockets on swole. Young, got a whole lot of zeros. Running money up to a whole nother level. Hustle, I don't know no better. When I got richer, these got bro, call me slow, 6 racks on a sweater. My think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spent 60 racks on the camouflage bells. Duke diamonds on me, I'm a blue devil. 220 on me, Hessel and Gretel. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pleasure. I used to want to imp, now I got self. If it's about money, then you know it's whatever. If it's about money, then you know I'm on it. These be hating no glitz, I don't it. Can't take my chain, I ain't nothing like homie. South Middle Spanish red, most want it.
What's happening? What's happening? Hey, hey, it's your boy Lil Jon. Lil Jon. The Pick Your Me Click. What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. Turn this thing on out. Now, let me see everybody do this. Hey, let's go. Snap your fingers.